Hi dear students, today we will learn how to describe trends or movements in graphs, charts, tables. They are almost the same. So now let's start. How to describe graphs and charts. So retail sales patterns increase on same months a year earlier. This is the percent and this is the year, the year. Source Office for National Statistics. So you will see this is a line graph and this is a trend going up, going down and going up again. So now we will learn trends and movements. So upward trend, increase, stability, no change, be stable, change of directions, recover, downward trend, fall. So these are the main trends. The language. We need nouns, verbs, of course, adverbs, adjectives, prepositions, time adverbials, and sentence structure. Usually we will have to present a wide range of sentence structures. So such language is widely used in business. For example, Britain's economy grew at its slowest annual rate for 12 years in the second quarter. A recent survey has reported the fates over ever year-on-year scales decline. Germany's August sales fell for the third month in a row. For the third consecutive months in a row, it means consecutive. So these are the trends, main trends. Underline it. So such language is widely used in business again. A plunge, it means a drop, decline. A plunge in sales was recorded in America. Consumer confidence is declining sharply. World motor sales increased by almost 0% to 76 billion in the second quarter. Tesco sales were up 14% to 18 billion. Sales are up, sales are down. Rising fuel costs, increasing household debt, falling, decreasing, it means. So nouns and verbs, we will need increase. Increase can be used as a noun and as a verb. Rise, rose, risen, grows, grow, grew, grown, decrease, decrease, fall, fell, fallen, decline, drop, drop, fluctuation, fluctuate. So these are the nouns and these are the verbs. So prepositions we will need, for example, to rise from 1 to 2, to increase by 100, to an increase of 100, to fall from 2 to 1, to decrease by half, 50%, to a decrease of 50%. A rise in sales, a fall in profits. Sales are at last year's level. The price is at almost 2 per liter. So these are the main prepositions we will need while we are presenting a report. So an increase in the price of 15%, 15% increase in the price, it means this is a paraphrasing or the using synonyms, or there is a verb form, noun form. It is a noun form again, but the structure is different. To increase the privacy by 15%, now we are using increase as a verb. To increase the price to 23,000, to increase the price by 23,000, the price is at $2.3. So you see, there is increase is used as a noun and increase is used as a verb. So in order to differentiate, in order to show that we know more than one structure, so we should know these two structures. Verbs describing trends. Study next slide and fill in the chart. This is a home task for you. Now I will give you a list of verbs and you will have to put them into 4 categories. Rising category, falling, no change, and change of direction. So this is your home task. You will have to use these verbs and you will have to put them into these classes. Rise, fall, no change, change of direction. So these are the main verbs which we use while we are presenting our graph. So intensity means using adjectives and adverbs in order to show how quickly or how slowly the trend is going up or going down. For example, to rise suddenly, a sudden rise. You see, this is a nice structure. Rise is used as a verb and suddenly is used as an adverb, but here sudden is used adjective and rise is a noun. You see, so this is a change of structure. To drop sharply, a sharp drop in. Fall slightly, a slight fall in. To decrease moderately, a moderate decrease in. So you will have to master these two structures well. So guidelines to describe a chart. Now we'll learn. Describes the general trend at first. A downward trend is noticed in the retail sales in 2005. When did it peak? Reach a low. Peak, it means the highest point. Reach a low, it means the lowest point. Time, in what period? When, it means for for how long and how many years. Duration, it means. For example, in the period between March and June 2005, in the first quarter of 2005, in the second half of 2005, for 3 consecutive months. So these are the time. How intensive, quick was the change? Back to describing graphs and charts. Again, this is a chart. Usually it's called a line graph because it's lining up. You see? So this is a line graph. Graph description. This is the graph and this is the description. In the period between February 1990 and January 2000, an upward trend was recorded in the gross rate of retail sales, peaking at X% at the end of observed period. Having reached a low towards the end of January 1990, retail sales started rising in February, slipped back in March and remained stable at X% throughout April. A sharp increase to X is visible in the early month May, followed by an abrupt drop to X% in June. Retail sales climbed back to X% in July. They went up mildly in August and continued rising in September. This is a description, very nice description. So practice describing trends and movements of the given graphs. So you see, this is a trend and it's actually rising, racking up, you see, and this is the right opposite. This is falling down, so it means dropping or falling. So this is a fluctuation. It's rising up and going down. In little terms, it is called fluctuate or fluctuation. So that is all for today, and your task is to write a report about this graph. And first you will have to classify the verbs, then you'll have to write a short report about this graph and this graph. It is your home task. So that is the end.